Hey, what's up everyone? Bit me some back with another Hedera Hashgraph video. So currently right now I'm on the Hbar 4-hour time frame. So in today's video we're just going to go over a few charts, just pretty much explaining this was a buy-in chart that I had, and it hit my first buy-in perfectly. And then this one we have just a pretty much chart just showing in my other buy-ins that we have. We'll look into that a little bit later. We also have this bearish flag still forming, so we got to see if we're going to break out of that. And then we got this chart, more of a visual, just showing you we're still pretty much at this top level. So but we are finding support inside of here, and we are consolidating quite a bit, so that's always a good thing. Like I said, the longer we consolidate in it, the better. But like I said, if there was a line in between here, it would be more on the downside. So that is kind of letting us know we are on the little bit on the weaker side of this box right here. Okay, so we'll look into that. And then this line right here is telling me April 2nd is the last day of this trend. So I'm thinking we will be pumping up until about April 1st, and that will probably be the top. So we'll be looking into that also. And also I have this chart that I created, just pretty much showing me the support and resistance that we're getting. Let's see, let's zoom in. Current price right now is 22.26. So if you notice, we actually jumped right back inside of here, inside of this triangle. So now we're at the point of that triangle. All right, so let's just jump right into this video, and let's see what we'll start with this first chart. Okay, so like I was saying in yesterday's video, I had a chart pretty much just explaining. Sorry, I should have had this ready. Yeah, let me do a few shout outs also, because I know there's a lot of people commenting and liking and stuff. So we did hit 60 subscribers. I appreciate everybody who subscribed. Our next goal was 70. So if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, let's hit 70 subscribers and let's just keep building. I appreciate everybody who hit that subscribe button right now. Thank you very much for doing that. So in yesterday's video, okay, let me do a few shout outs real quick. Okay, we have 12 on 12 off TV commented. Thank you, Bit. I watch every morning. I appreciate you watching every morning, and I will continue to make these videos. And William Saboski, sorry if I'm saying it wrong, but the man, the myth, the legend, keep it 100 as always. I appreciate that, William. You know I'm always going to be here every day, and I'll always keep it 100. And yesterday, I believe I went through this one also, Cole. So thanks, Cole, thanks for making solid videos. Keep it up, young legend. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So look, in yesterday's video, I know Hbar video. So currently, so look, in yesterday's video, as you can see, I had two buy limits, pretty much at 22.05 and 21.81, and this was, I was just letting you guys know at this time that if it were to come back to this 22.05, I was gonna buy one, and then if it went down to 21.81, I was gonna buy one. And as you guys can tell, and I also put an alert, like I was saying in the video that was from yesterday. I said in the alert, it was a little wild. Like if you guys notice this long candle right here, this is the candle that got hit. So when I set my alert, I set my alert for 21.90, I believe. Or no, not 21.90. Where was it? Or not? Was it 21.90? Well, anyways, yeah, it was 21.90. Because what was weird is that yesterday it dropped really, really low, and I think this was the one. Yeah, Or was it this big green one? Well, anyways, I was watching it perfectly and I set my stop loss. Let's see. I want to find this low. Low. Could it have been that one? So look, yesterday I was watching the price, and I know in the video I was watching, I gotta look into it. I should have had it ready, but in the video I was saying if it drops to, I believe it was 2183, if I'm correct. Let me double check. I think I had it on this chart. It was this one actually. Oh no, I didn't have it actually. Well, I know in the video I gave a prediction. So what I had said, I believe it was, if we drop under 2183, we were going to be seeing lower pricing, and we were actually really high. Like we were up here at the 23 area when it finally, like it did like a little flash crash. And what was weird, it was literally the hour after I made the video, after letting you guys know, oh, we're strong to the upside. Excuse me, like I was saying, we're strong to the upside, we're this or that, and then it just crashed out of nowhere. And what was so crazy about it is that I was re-listening to my video, right? So in the
see that, like, if we had a bounce back down, for sure it was gonna buy.
Sorry about
especially if
that.
it came down.
So when I was giving these price targets, I had said in the video, if we break 2183 or something like that, I said we're coming down. But if we don't break that, then we'll probably found support. And what was, like I was trying to say, was when I was watching it drop, it was literally after I made the video letting us know, oh, we're strong to the upside. So I was watching it and I was thinking, I was like, oh man, it made the biggest crash. Oh, I was like, man, I feel so dumb making this video, because, and I already posted the video. So I was just thinking, oh man, I was totally wrong about this. I shouldn't have said this or that, thinking I did something wrong. And then just continuing watching the video. In the video, I said the price targets, and I gave a few different price targets. 21 or 2205 is the bottom where I'll buy. 20 exact. I was saying a few different ones, I believe, and I said 2193, or no, 2180, I believe is what I said. And what was crazy is that I almost, like, I just was doubting myself. But then in the video, like I said if we break 2183, then we're going to be seeing some lower pricing. And what do you know, the pricing found support around 2190, 2185-ish at the lowest, I believe. And that's what I was trying to say, is that trust your analysis. Even when the market gets into your head and you start to think, oh no, it's going to do this, it's going to do that, result always back to your analysis, and just trust your analysis, because that is what saved me. Like I said, me rewatching the videos and knowing where the support levels were at, every time we went lower, okay, I said, okay, now we have to hold this one. And then I said, okay, we went a little lower, we got to hold this one. And right around the 2183 was the last price target I gave. And in that video, it went perfectly. So that's all I'm trying to say. Sorry for making that a little long, but that's what I was trying to say, is that just trust your analysis. This is why I watched my own video a few times, because it even gives me confidence into what I was saying and stuff. So Yeah, so current price is 22.83. Let me just get into this buy-in chart. So these yellow lines were pretty much just my buy-ins where I bought in at. I bought in at this bottom one at 21.37, and I also bought in at 21.55. The peak performance was around 7% already in the profit, and currently right now 4.25 in the profit. So if you just think of it this way, if you used $100, I was up as much as $7, but now I'm only up as much as $4. So it's not a lot, but like I said, 5 to 7% starts to add up. Boom, boom. You just, like I said, I'm going for sure 7%. If I miss a 50% jump or whatever, that wasn't my plan in the beginning anyway. So if my plan is to hit 7% and I hit 7%, I'm happy, because I know I do that just a few more times, and eventually it'll be doubled up my money. So, like I said, and then the bigger your money gets, the better. So, the bigger your profits. So yeah, but this is why you use risk management. All right. So in this chart, we were pretty much dealing with a bearish flag, and in this bearish flag, we were testing pretty much this top area, and we are finding support perfectly on this white line that I had drew across from this area to across. We did find support on that, so it's kind of letting us know if we break that 22.25, then we'll probably see some lower areas. But yeah, that's kind of where we're finding the support. So if you kind of look at it, we kind of is rising up like that, and it's also kind of straight like that. So I mean, this could possibly be forming an ascending triangle. See, if you notice, the top is straight and then the bottom is building up. It usually pumps to the upside, and this is a continuation pattern. So this is just a continuation of what's already happening. So if we are continuing, like I said, if this we're moving up, and now is what this usually happens is a continue after that. So we'll just have to wait and see. So that could be coming up next. So I would definitely, and the price, if we break above, I believe 22.50 is the area. Let me see. It would probably be around 22.45 is if we break that, then we do have strong to the upside. And the MACD, let's check the MACD and the RSI. So the RSI, if you guys notice, I mean, we were on these uptrends kind of, but if you notice this most recent line that I put, this one right here, we did just break it. So it let us know possibly we could be cooling down for a little bit. So, like I said, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. So I'm thinking, if anything, we could probably catch a bounce right here and move back up if we do keep going up. But like I said, we are getting weaker. When we were up here, we were strong to the upside. It was hard to go against it. But now that we're getting closer, we're still on the upside of this 50 line, which means we're still on the upside uptrend of it. But once we start breaking this line, and then if we break that one, then the trend is probably over. But that's just where I'm thinking maybe around April 2nd, it's going to be working its way back down. So, I mean, we could be coming up a little bit, but around April 2nd is probably when we're going to be around this line. Let me see. April 1st, I'm sorry. April 1st, April 2nd. So it's going to be right here. This is going to be the line. Sorry. Let me put a horizontal, actually, or vertical. So, like I said, we probably could be just doing this, and then we'll hit that line and then start coming down. Oops, I moved it. 31st. All right. And the MACD. Same thing with the MACD. We actually just broke it on the downside. So I mean, we turn it into support. Now this could be resistance, so we could just make this one last pump up before getting rejected to come back down. All right, so let's check this next chart. This was just the levels pretty much letting us know how strong we are. If you notice, we are in this last section. This is the section we need to break. So all of this pump could have just been just to lead up to here, just to come back down if it ends up playing like that. So it's just like, this is the main area we have to break. So if we could break this 23 area, then for sure we could be seeing some higher side. But if you notice, like I was saying, when the buildup is on the bottom half of a pattern, or if not just like what's going on, if it's on the bottom, it's usually weaker. Yeah, it's usually weaker. So if it's on the upside, on the top of it, it's usually stronger. So like I said, I mean, we kind of are on the bottom of this. If you were to draw a line in between it, we're kind of on the bottom side. So that does let me know we are a little weak, but the fact that we're consolidating a good amount inside of it is we're building up. So the longer it gets, the bigger the pumps are probably going to get. Because like I was saying, when there's only 1 or 2 candles in there, it could go up and down real quick. Because there's not much stuff going on in that area. But yeah, so I mean, like I said, if we could break 23, then we're definitely going up. All right, this next chart, like I was saying, April 2nd is the last day of this trend. So I believe April 1st will be the top. So wherever we are, April 1st is going to be the top. So, I mean, one thing that I noticed with this is that each one of these candles working its way up are all greater than the one before it. So one thing that I've learned is that on a daily chart, okay, this is a secret for you guys, whoever's made it this far into the video, this is a little secret that I would go with. If you're on a daily chart, when you use the candle before where you're at to determine if we're on an uptrend or a downtrend, kind of a thing. Okay, let me try to explain. So if you notice right now, we are currently on this red one right now. Okay, so for our mindset, we look at the candle before it, and since that candle is green, we can't go against it. We're pretty much, what it's saying is that we're on an uptrend. So if you were to go from the candle from before, so this one, and if this was the current one, you would go to the candle before and you would see that it's green, then that means it's a little bit more bullish. So you wouldn't short on this day. If you were shorting this day, you would be wrong, as you can tell, because it's green. So you don't want to be shorting if like I said, the previous day was a green day. Like if you notice right here where this big red candle is at, okay, let's say, okay, we're green, right? So those ones you would assume, oh, look at the day before, we're green, we're not going against it. But if you notice that yellow line, I mean the blue line right here, this is letting us know that there's a new trend happening. So since we hit that line, okay, the next candle you wouldn't go green, and it's a big green candle. So that's, the bigger it is, the more bullish it is. So like I said, if we were on this day, we would think the day before is bullish. So now if we're going to this candle, you're thinking this day is going to be bullish because this candle is red or is green. But like I said, that's why it's like, it's not every single time, but you use that as a kind of an indicator. But like I said, with the way I have these charts, it lets me know that there's a new trend. So as you can see, once we hit this blue line, up, okay. But like I said, okay, so if you notice, this candle right here is a big giant red. So let's say we get that big giant red candle, and we start this one. The one before it is red. So if you can tell, it went down. Like I said, you just used the candle before just to kind of help you out with if it's bullish or bearish. So like I said, when we have a big red one, that lets us know you're not going to want to go long against this pattern or this market. I'll keep explaining it as in other videos as time goes on, but yeah, that was just hopefully that answered any questions or anything. If you have any questions, just comment below and let me know what you guys have, and I'll try to answer it. But yeah, so let me just get into this chart now. So this chart right here, we found support at this top line, and we did come down perfectly on this fib circle, and then we are building this rising wedge. So this rising wedge that's happening right here, we just came back inside of it. So we did ride up against this trend line going upwards, but we did break down, and we found support pretty much at this line now. So what I'm thinking is we could find support here to come back up, and then this is going to be the next decision area. I believe we are going to touch, we'll get back up to 2290-ish probably, and that's where it's going to make a decision, is at this top line, depending where it hits it. Like down here is 2275, up here is 2295. So it just depends on where it hits at. You know, if it hits right now, it's going to be a higher price. If it hits later on, it'll be a lower price. But it also, if you notice on a fib circle, I'm still learning how to read these fib circles, but say this line is this line over here, and we found support on it. If you notice, once we hit this line, there's a giant green candle right here. Look at this green candle. So look, because you read a book from left to right, you don't go right to left. So it's the same way in these charts. So what I'm trying to say is, look, when we come here, once we hit this line, we ride it up, a big pump, boom, and then we come down. So when we hit the line, we find support and we find buyers on that line. So what I'm thinking is that what's gonna happen, look, okay, April, let's see where April 1st is at. April 1st is not till way down here. So it's not till way down here. Alright, so where I'm thinking, I'm going to put a line right here, because this is April 1st. That's April 1st right there. So, but this is what I'm thinking, is that when we get back to this line right here, wherever we're at, I mean, we could probably even come down this way, and once we hit this line, we're going to ride it up just for a little bit. So this is okay. So look, this is my guess. We're gonna probably ride down this line. We're gonna hit this, go up, and then once we hit this white line on the first is when we're gonna start coming down. And then after that, we're gonna hit this line. And I guarantee you, when I follow around to this other line, it's gonna find support coming down this line. So by looking on the other side, we're going to see it on the inside of this, probably coming down like this. And that's just my guess before even looking. So let's see. It's going to come down, and what do you know? Perfect. That's why I say these charts, I could almost just guess. Okay, let me verify again. Make sure I'm at the right one. Okay, this is the candle. This is the one. So it's right here. This one. This one right here. Okay, it's not gonna probably be, I mean, it doesn't look like it's too many of them, but the point I'm trying to make is that when we hit the line, we come down. As you can notice, look at this, perfect. And that was just me guessing without even looking. So once we hit this line, look, if you remember this one, when we hit the line, we ride up the line. So on the other line, we're gonna go up. But once we hit this second line, which is this line, if you notice, once we come, because like I said, you read a book from left to right. So you go from left, we hit this line, and then look, boom, we find it, we ride it downwards. So if this is the roller coaster, we go down. So on the other side is why I'm saying right after April 1st, we're gonna probably hit this line wherever we are at this line, and then a day or two after, once we come down. Not a lot, I don't know how much, but I mean this one only comes down a little bit, so that's why I'm thinking that. But yeah, keep an eye out for that. April 1st, April 2nd will be the top. I appreciate everybody watching this far into the video. I'm sorry I made it a little too long, but comment below and subscribe right now so you don't miss another video. I appreciate you watching all the way to the end. If you made it this far, you're a soldier. I appreciate you, and I definitely will see you in the next video. If this video could get 10 likes, I'll make a second video. Yesterday's video only got 5 likes, so I didn't make a second one. But if this video could get 10 likes again, I will definitely make a second video updating this pattern. So I appreciate you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.